So I managed to go for a walk today, so I'm gonna celebrate that. Okay, I just wanted to kind of express that I was happy that I went outside, and for me it's not a common thing. I don't go outside that often, not anymore at least. And I just wanted to kind of use this as an example that even doing something as basic as that can be rewarding. That your everyday life should feel rewarding. Because you go through every challenge, willingly or not, you go through them, right? You wake up even though you sometimes don't want to wake up. You work even though you don't want to work. Most of the people don't want to work. Very few people like doing what they do. And I don't know if that's because most of the people just haven't found what they enjoy. I'm not sure even if they found if it would be good enough of a reason for most people to kind of stop doing what they hate, because it kind of gives them an income compared to doing something they do enjoy and there won't be income. Because I mean, life is a slippery slope, right? You want to do one thing, but the circumstances are not right and you're trying to make it right, but all of a sudden 3 years of your life went trying to make that right. All of a sudden 6 years of your life went trying to make the circumstances right. And the circumstances are just never perfect. They're never right. I wish they were, but I always have this feeling of unsatisfaction. I think it's something Alan Watts talked about, that no matter what you achieve, experience, you will never feel fully satisfied. There's always gonna be this lingering feeling of unsatisfaction that's inside of us. But I think you can still make the best of everything, even with that feeling of unsatisfaction that you have. I think you can still strive for more. If you feel like you want more, you feel like you can achieve more. So you have a challenge to yourself that, hey, I feel like I deserve more, then you should be able to prove yourself to yourself that you can get what you want in this life. Just elementary stuff, you know? Having enough food, a proper place to sleep, to take care of yourself, like hygiene. Or just at least a place to work out. Even if you don't have a place to work out, you can do calisthenics with, but some people just don't vibe with it, and I feel that it's way easier to do weights for me than calisthenics. It's more fun. That's why I feel like I'm more willing to do it. And I feel like you aren't asking for anything too crazy. Most likely you're just asking for enough food, a place to sleep, being able to entertain yourself from time to time, to go out and socialize, go to a theater, go to movies, a play, bowling, maybe a cafe every once in a while. You're not asking for much if you think about it, but most of the people have a problem with time. They're not given enough time. Their job eats most of their day and energy. But even if that's the case, even if your job eats away all of your energy, you can think of what other job can you get. Or if you think that, oh, I can't get a different job, my circumstances just don't allow me, okay, find acceptance that it's okay if you can't change it. There's nothing wrong with accepting a job that you don't like. If there's something else that's worth having that job for. I know that my last job was not worth it. 2 days night shift, 1 day morning shift. I was working at a post office from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. and it messed up my biological clock so badly I just couldn't function. Because even though they were giving me 2 more days off, I was working 3 days a week. Doesn't seem bad, right? But after the night shift, it ruins your next day. Meaning 3 of the days I was working and 3 of the days I was recovering so that I could function the next day. So I would have like one proper day of doing what I wanted to do. And that was dreadful. For me personally, that was dreadful. And I decided that it's not worth it. I genuinely prefer to not have prospects of a job, of security, instead of working a job like that. And a lot of people search for a meaningful job. And hey, mostly you can't find it that easily. You can try, you can give it your all. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you find it. God bless if you did. But most of the people won't. They won't find a job. They won't find a meaningful job. I mean, people who help other people find meaningful jobs, like doctors, seems to have a lot of meaning to it, right? Gardeners, people who work with plants, seem to have a meaning to them. Shelters, people who work with animals, they seem to have a feeling of meaning. Musicians, painters, yeah, those jobs will have meaning to them because you're helping something. You're helping to bring, either alleviate some things or somebody's suffering, or you're bringing new beauty into the world. And everybody can be a painter, everybody, because everybody has their own unique style. And I feel like if you decided that and you sat down and just decided to, let me paint my own style, let me not be like, this is right, this is incorrect. Maybe for you it's gonna be right or incorrect, and you can kind of go into it and practice a bit and see what works for you and what doesn't. But you can become that, but it doesn't pay as much, right? It barely pays. Most people can't be paid because of their work. That means somebody has to pay you for it. That means you have to sell it. And most people don't want to sell their art. But you can find meaning while working a basic ass job. Most people work a basic ass job. Yeah, it's okay. I never made it, and I feel okay. And this is coming from a person that gave up. Literally. I gave up on the dream. And I'm still finding meaning somehow. So like, don't worry too much. Be great. Be you. Be unique. You are unique. You have something that nobody else has. You know stuff that nobody else knows. You're funny in your own very unique way. Have hope for the world. Have hope for yourself. Do good when you can do good. Sometimes do good when you can't do good. Be a unique human being that you are. Find love. What's more beautiful than loving somebody? Show gratefulness. Be grateful that you are loved by somebody. Be happy that you're not fully alone. You at least know one other human being. And even if you don't know one other human being, you can literally go out and just talk to your neighbor. I will promise they're gonna be more human than you expect. Share what you have. I don't mean like let anybody come into your house type of stuff, but I mean that go buy cake and offer it, half of it, to somebody you like, or just offer them the whole cake. I don't know. It's joyful. It's fun to give. It makes you giggle. See, I started this video feeling way worse than I did before. Now that I'm finishing it, something during the process kind of switched me up to feel better, kind of clicked. So I just want you to know, my random human being who's seen this video, you are loved. Even if nobody is thinking about you at this specific moment, just, you know, Luca is. Thank you for being here, and goodbye.